Okay, guys, I'm just waiting to get a couple people in here. Let's see. What's up, BDC? How's it going? How's it sound? Does it sound good or no? I got a new microphone, so got some new lights, microphone, and some sound deadening sound deadening pads over there. I got to put up. Good and clear. Cool. That's what I wanted to hear. I like I said, picked up this monster. So trying to get my studio set up in here. Tad loud. Okay. How's that? Is that better? Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's kind of hard to tell. Perfect. Yeah, I got a couple people that are probably going to be coming up. Just waiting on them to get in. I had it set up to broadcast, and all of a sudden it said my broadcast was deleted. I'm like, where'd it go? Let's see. Yeah, thanks for the share on that. Sorry. For that share on the railroad. That was really cool. I thought about going out there, but it was like, by the time I get out there, it'd be done. It's working now. Yes, it is, Jim. You tried getting in on the old one. For some reason, it wouldn't let me get anyone in. I don't know why. Let's see something. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I got some new software so I could do stuff like this. Bam. 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 Yeah, I went to go live and it told me something that it had been deleted from the server. And I'm like, what do you mean deleted from server? I'm like, there's no way it's deleted from the server. I don't get it. So, let's see. Hmm. Put my thumbnail in. Maybe that's part of the problem too. That's kind of weird. Let's see. Hang with me, guys. I'm trying to get some stuff up. Hey, RX8 Sexy. How's it going, dear? Thanks for stopping in. Just trying to get everything going. I had everything ready to go live, and for some reason, YouTube deleted my video. Waiting for a couple of the guys to get in here. I know Midwest Flesh will be coming. I believe Psycho Ghost Tracker will be coming. Sent it to a couple others. We'll see if they get on panel too. Does my microphone still sound all right? Started flashing green or red, and I'm not sure why. Hey, Lady Rose, how's it going? Hey, Living Proof Paranormal, how's it going? Ricky, all right, starting to get some people in here. I've been working on trying to get set up with the studio in here. I'll be rearranging some stuff over the next few days. I picked up a new mic, new headset, some lights. These will be the colors that I'm using, the purple and the black. I got a new 4K webcam coming, so be a lot clearer on the camera. Picked up some cool effect lights. So that's why one side of me looks blue, one side looks red. Trying to be 3D. Yeah, I had it set up to record, Ricky, and I was in the backstage, everything was good. Um, and just all of a sudden it said that it was deleted, and I'm like, who deleted it? You like those checkers, huh? Thank you. Yeah, I saw the Riverwalk video. Good video, man. He's got a video of the Riverwalk where Lake Michigan, we're having a problem with the erosion of the beaches. Lake Michigan is angry this year, and it's actually washed out a complete observation deck and a beach, and I guess it's doing it in Chicago as well. What's up, J Dog's in the house? My channel basically, I've from the beginning, I said what I want to do is I want to put content out that's educational as well as makes people go, wow, that's cool. Um, so basically the stuff that I'm putting out is one, the urban exploration, which has the history. And then the second is like my paranormal stuff, which has, you know, um, more questions than answers, I guess I should say. But I wanted to put out a quality product so everyone can, watch it and draw their own conclusions. I'm not pushing my beliefs on anyone. I'm just putting stuff out so that they can see and then they can decide from, their self what they think. Let's see. Yeah, the pics they were showing on the news was of Chicago. I don't think they've showed anything on Portage, Indiana yet, but I know they've been showing on what is that, Riverton in Chicago. I saw they showed that. Oh yeah, San Antonio, Texas. That's a nice one. Yes, I am open-minded and I have my beliefs about the paranormal. Um, I had a near-death experience in 1990 from a motorcycle accident, and after that, it really made me question what happens when we do leave here. Because of what I experienced, I've always been one that I want to try to communicate with somebody that was in the I call it transition, in the transition like I was. I want to try to communicate with somebody there. It seems since my near death experience, I've had a lot more paranormal stuff going on in my life. Um, whether it be orbs, seeing shadows move through the house, seeing things move out of the corner of your eye. That happens a lot with me. I was up talking to Psycho Ghost Tracker last night until wee hours of the morning, and I saw there. My wife's got a teddy bear for my grandson sitting on a bed, and where my recliner is, there's a doorway in the hallway, and I could have swore I saw that bear kind of do one of these. So, no, I'm not crazy though. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, Lake Michigan water's really high. Hey, Leslie Powers, how you doing? Yeah, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, the water rising is really crazy. Normally, Lake Michigan's receding this time of year, and this year, for some reason, it's rising. That don't make sense either. It sounds a little garbled and robotic. Let's see. How's that sounding? A little better? I'm trying to find a happy spot here. Does that sound better, or is it still Domo Arigato-ish? Hey, Fly Eagle Fly, how's it going? Well, it's good you believe in the paranormal stuff. I'm a firm believer that there is something other than just here and in heaven or hell. There's something in between there that I've experienced, and that's why I search. Same but lower. I wonder what's going on. Why is it so when I'm back farther, does it sound better, or is it because I've got a monitor on and I'm not hearing that, so I'm not sure what's going on. Hey, 6 6, how's it going? Man, I need to amplify that a little bit. I cannot read it. Old eyes. Oh, timer 66. Sounds fine there, Ricky. Bobby, your old age might kick in. That might be why you're hearing robots. Oh, really? Snapple bottles flying? That ain't no good. Hopefully they're plastic ones, not the glass ones. Oh, I know you're not complaining, buddy. I'm just teasing. All right. Where is everyone? They should be coming in any minute now. I don't know where they're at. Let's see. Ugh, that's not good. Looks like one of my guests running a little late. He's having some plumbing issues. That's no good. Huh. One of the other people that was supposed to come up just got called into work. So hopefully it'll be more than me tonight. That'd be cool, though. Jim, that is very possible. They say a lot of, the bumps and clicks and stuff like that, they try to explain away as the house, but there's some things that I've heard that cannot be the house. I've never heard a house knocking. Um, and actually, one of the guys I was going to have on here, Brandon from Paranormal, or sorry, Psycho Ghost Trackers, he investigates paranormal, and he was here. And right behind me in that corner where you see those pictures and that fan, up in the top corner, we were hearing a knocking. And I mean, it was a solid knock and it was an intelligent.
And I'm like, what the hell was that? We were all just sitting in here. It was about this time of night. We were all just sitting in here. We kind of looked at each other, and I went out back and there was nothing out there. At first, I thought maybe it was my squirrel trying to get my attention because I got a squirrel that likes to hang out my window and bark at me. I used to build my box mods, and there's a window right here behind this pile. I thought maybe it was a squirrel, but yeah, there was nothing there. So there's no denying that. Yeah, you kind of do get used to it, RX. It's like you kind of get no longer scared by it, and it's just kind of like, okay, hi, you're here, I get it. I normally will start at 8 o'clock, which I was a couple minutes late. I was actually in here at like a quarter till and testing levels and getting things set up, getting the lighting set. My next one, you're going to be blown away because I picked up a 4K webcam, so it should be super clear. Uh, it just don't sound the same. That's weird. Because in my headphones, it sounds like me. I could always tell because when I hear myself, I go, "God, that guy sounds like an idiot." All right, Ricky. Thanks for stopping by. You have a good night. Every house whispers in your ear, "It's time. It's our time to play, or our turn to play." That's funny. That's kind of like me, Jim. Everyone asks me, well, why don't you get your house blessed? It could be evil. I don't feel anything in my house is negative. And believe me, if I'm around a person that's really negative and not a good person, I'm kind of like, I hate to say it, it sounds bad. I'm kind of like a dog. I can sense that. And when I am around someone like that, I kind of get this tightness in the chest. Hey, Swipey, thanks for coming in. How you doing? So I get this like tightness in my chest. And I don't feel that at all. Honestly, I won't get my house blessed because if it is my daughter that passed away, I don't want to inhibit her from coming here. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's not enough to um, scare me or to make me feel uncomfortable. It's just that it's there. It Whatever is here, it lets me know it's here. It's not harming me. It's not causing any problems. I mean, if it was waking me up in the middle of the night and dragging me out of bed or something like that, yeah, I'd be like calling an exorcist quicker than anyone. Let's see. It sounds like I have a cold. I just got a new microphone, so I'm trying it out. I do have a little bit of a raspiness in the throat, but I'm trying out the microphone to see. I don't know if it's, let's see. It could be that I'm not talking into it right. Oh, geez, oh, Pete. Sorry. I just picked this up. It's my first night using it. I've been trying to get a hold of the person that uses it and see. It is going to change the way I sound from the normal. And it is picking up that little bit of raspiness in my throat. I hear it now. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Oh, really? Omelet Arcade. I'll have to check that out. Hey, what's up, Furious Reactor? How's it going? Well, thank you for the like. Yeah, guys, if you don't mind, go out there and smash that like button, please. It lets me know that I'm doing something good here and lets YouTube know that I'm worth keeping on. That's cool. So you believe that that's your dad that you're sensing around the house? That's cool. Yeah, with me, I just I don't know why. I just feel it's my daughter. It's just the presence, the way I feel. It's like even my dad, he's an ordained minister, and he's one that he really doesn't believe in the paranormal, but he even says, "I think it's your daughter that comes to visit you." Woohoo! Past 450 finally, huh? I haven't looked. Let's see. All right, 452. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I've been streaming all day. I should have been editing videos. I've got like 5 videos to get finished up, but once Amazon came, it was kind of hard to do work when I got toys sitting in here, so I had to come and play around with the new stuff. Now, RX Sexy, that is something I've been told too. I've been told I have, and when they say dark passenger, they don't necessarily mean evil, but I've been told that I've got a dark passenger by somebody that is very sensitive. And when I mean sensitive, she says she can see things. And she says that I've got a dark passenger. What she means is there's a shadow person that's always surrounding me. I like to think that that's my guardian angel, whether it be my uncle or my grandfather or one of my friends that passed or my daughter. Um, yeah, Jim, I mean, there, even though I have beliefs that there is something from here that's different, I have some beliefs that I don't believe in as much as the demons and evil spirits and all that. Um, I guess I'm a firm believer that once your soul's been damned, you're just done. There is no lingering around. Um, I don't know. I'm not a big believer of like the demon stuff, like the Zach Bagans. Ooh, I got a demon that made my vision go bad. I'm not a big believer in that. Um, I like to call myself curious. I know there's something else from here. What it is, I can't tell you. I Someone asked me. They said, when you had your near death experience, where do you think you went? Did you go to heaven? Were you in hell? Where were you? And to be honest, I can't tell you. I don't know where I was. I know how I felt. Um, when it happened, I felt it was. It gets me a little emotional. Sorry. It was like every feeling you could ever have at the same time, but even to the point that you were just I know it sounds weird, almost like you're euphoric or like a sense of zen. They talk about getting a well balanced zen. When I talk about that, it's like I felt happy and sad even, um, anxious and relaxed even, hot and cold even. So it's like with all of that being in an even keel, I just felt fine. I felt perfect. I didn't feel any pain. I didn't feel any scared, feelings or sadness or happiness. It was just even all the way across the board. Um, so when that happens, what the heck? Hang on, sorry. Sorry. Um, when that happened, I just felt that whole feeling. Woohoo, Bobby, you got 58. Yeah, guys, if you don't mind, give BDC Pro a check out real quick. He is a real good friend of mine. We've been friends many years. He's been around a friend as long as my daughter. So we're talking almost 30 years I've been friends with him. Um, just a real good guy. And he's got some really good videos over there. He's got some car videos. He's got videos about Lake Michigan. Just a really good guy with some really good content. So if you don't mind, give them a look over. You know, I appreciate that. For some reason, we don't listen. I don't know why. No problem, Bobby. But yeah, I guess, with what I went through, I came back and I was kind of curious of why I was able to come back. And I think when that happened, I think that's when I think that's when I got an attachment as well. And I don't feel that it's like one single spirit attachment. I think I got an attachment. And when I say that is, I got an open invite attachment for anyone in the spirit world to check me out. It's almost like they want to know how I was able to come back. And why is it, dude, I'm live. Knock it off. What? What the heck is going on? Sorry, guys. Somebody just sent me something. Oh, I don't care about that. Sorry about that. What's up, Angry Stewie? How's it going? All right. Sorry about that. Really, seven spirit guides. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Lady Rose. Rosie, sorry. Yeah, for me, I mean, it's one of those that I feel that the spirits are like, all right, what made you able to come back? What is it about you that you were able to be here in the next I just call it a transition, because I transitioned from full body to whatever I was. The funny part was when I was traveling, I couldn't see any hands or arms or anything. At that point, I just kind of felt like I was just floating. And then when I saw people, then I saw my hands and they looked like my hands. So I don't know if when we're traveling, we're in our, I guess you could say, our spiritual form or energy form or whatever you want to call it. But when I looked at people, the part that got me is that my my grandfather, I had never saw him really walking much. I always remember him in a hospital bed. He had diabetes so bad that his feet were purple. And I saw him standing there, and I never realized that man was tall and he was healthy looking. Hey, Shadows of the Moon, thank you for coming in. Um, he was a very tall man. He was broad shouldered, big guy, almost lumberjackish. And when I saw him, it was odd because I never remember seeing him that way. So I don't know if when we get to that area that we look. I guess I could explain it as maybe when we get there, we get to look like we were at our best. So because like everyone I saw there, they looked the same, but they looked different. My grandfather had a little more darker hair. My other grandfather, my uncle, had his full beard. My friend Craig, he always looked, and unfortunately, Craig was a heavy drug user. He always looked like a beat up Keith Richard. He actually looked youthful when I saw him. So I don't know if when we're there, we have a different appearance than what we did before we passed. It's almost like they were able to go back and be younger, if that makes any sense. I wish I could have seen a mirror and seen how I looked, see if I had my mullet or not. Yes, I rocked a mullet. And no, I'm not sponsored. Yeah, I've heard that too. I have heard that theory too. Um, I've heard the theory once you cross over into heaven, you don't get to come back. I've heard the theory of once you go to hell, you don't get to come back and you can't go to heaven from hell. Um, I've heard that from many. I kind of have, I do believe there are evil spirits that do roam the earth. Do I believe that they're full fledged demons? No. Um, so by that case and the fact of, I believe that when my daughter died, she did go to heaven, but I do feel that she does visit me. So by that, it kind of goes against what I've heard. Unfortunately, and I'm not arguing with you on that fact. Unfortunately, none of us will know till we're there, and then we'll find out the truth of it. Um, but the bad thing is, it's not like we can come back and go, "Hey, Jim, you were right." So it's kind of funny the way that works out. They say that no one really knows the truth until they're fully there. Um, and I kind of believe that because honestly, where I went when I had my near death experience, I came back with more questions than answers. Hey, DeRosa, how's it going? It's, I hope not. Yeah, spirits and ghosts are different. I feel that when someone becomes a true spirit, um, that's when they've crossed over. I feel that until they've crossed over, um, they're just a ghost. They're lingering. Um, I guess it's just kind of a semantics of the words or semantics, whatever, however you want to pronounce it. Just a play of words. Because for me, I feel that spirits are like your angels, um, but ghosts are a little different. Ghosts are, well, it's kind of tricky because I want to say ghosts are spirits that haven't crossed over. For the most part, I've never had things disappear unless my wife move them. I haven't had things disappear. I've had things move. I've had things where I know for a fact when if you looked at my desk, you'd be like, Jesus, you are OCD. Um, I keep things in a specific place. I like to keep things neat and organized. I've had things where I know I left them in one spot and they moved. They weren't where I left them. And I know for a fact my wife didn't touch them because she knows I'm very, very, and I don't want to use the word that she says, but hell with it. She says, "You're so anal. You're so nitpicky about stuff." And I am. I'm OCD. I organize my stuff. If you saw my garage, you'd be like, geez, oh, Pete's, this doesn't look like a garage that's used because I keep everything neat, clean, and in its space. That's just how I was raised. You have a sock disappear. That's your dryer eating them. My dryer used to do that too. I went to replace a dryer and we picked it up and there was like a bunch of socks underneath it. And I'm like, how did they get under there? Well, the guy delivering my washer said what happens, they sneak in between the drum and the wall of the dryer and they get sucked out. So, yeah, you got a sock gremlin, DeRosa. Yeah, that's shadows. That's just like me. I could tell if somebody's in my room. Um, Unfortunately, my wife had a brother that is no longer allowed at my house. I noticed that things were moved and things weren't where I left them, and started looking, and sure enough, things were in his pockets. 32 socks. Hey, Panic 2D, welcome to the room. Thank you. I'm doing good. Doing good. Thanks for coming in, man. Hey, Amerlin Rose, Aroma, how you doing, dear? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, yeah, I remember you from over on Ghost Trackers. I was waiting for him to come in, and he just sent me a message and said, "I'm at work, dude." He's like, "I had to work." I'm like, "Oh, I was hoping he'd come up, be up here because we were going to talk about some paranormal stuff." working, working now and sneak it on YouTube. That's probably how I would be. When I was a plant manager, I would sneak to my office and kind of watch some stuff every now and then. You have to, man. Monotony of work. I miss it though. I really do miss working. Now I get why, some men are like, "Oh, I'm working till I'm 80." Shadows. You work to do. Well, I'm so glad you guys are at work and coming to see me. That really means even more. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's see where we at today. Not too bad. We got 11 in here and 13 thumbs up. Thank you guys. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Nice thing I can do too is this here. Something new I can do. Boom. Look at that. Boom. Some neat stuff I can do now. I ended up buying the software. Um, Everyone was using the free version, and I heard the rumor that the free version of StreamYard that we used to put our videos on is going to make it to where you can only stream 20 hours a week now. So I've basically went ahead and said the heck with it, and I sold a gun of mine, and I'm setting up my studio, and went ahead and said, "What the heck? I'm going to go ahead and buy the program." Kind of kind of stings to spend 240 bucks on a program, but at least it allows me to give you guys a duck free uh panel with a lot of neat features. So, oh, that's cool. Good deal, Swipey. I know you support my channel and I appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. It really does when you guys um well, they have a payment plan. It's 25 a month. So you actually end up paying more. You're paying $5 more a month. If you do the annual billing, which is once a year, um, there goes your lunch money. No kidding. If you do the annual plan, it's $20 a month. So you're saving $5 a month paying all at once. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, I love people that come in here. Everyone that supports, it's a subscriber and a viewer. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow the channel so that I can get my community tab. That's a big feature that I really want. As soon as I get to 1,000 subscribers, I could have my community tab, so I could actually share out pictures of whatever I've been doing next, and kind of put posts out that you guys can see. Like kind of let you know of this is coming up, or I've got a video dropping Friday. Kind of let you know about that. Yeah, yeah, DeRosa, let me have her remove it. Don't go remove it. Let me have her remove it. You need to simmer down on that, please. Amerlin, they don't want us typing the word sub in there. So unfortunately, he deleted it before you could. I understand it's considered spam, but I can get her to remove it. I don't want people to feel that they come in here and we just take their stuff off, please. I want to give people the ability to do it themselves instead of smacking them like a kid. I know you're just looking out. I'm not. Before I could say anything to her, you had already removed it. Let me handle it, and then if I'm missing it, let me know, and then I'll address it, please. I'm sorry. I don't want people to stop coming in here, especially someone like her. Hey, there you are. Someone else that's at work, Psycho Ghost Trackers. Thanks for coming in, bud. It's okay, DeRosa. I just want to try to be able to talk people through first and not just smack them real quick. Hey, AK, how's it going? I was watching that new video you guys did. Creepy, creepy, creepy. You guys look like you had fun out there. How was it? Yeah, Brandon, you got to check out their AK's cemetery video. It's pretty cool. No, I saw it, DeRosa, and I was getting ready to say something, and before I could, you removed the comment. I was getting ready to ask her not to put it up there. Yeah, AK, I saw that. It popped up in my notices, and I was like, oh, I got to check this out. Well, you guys got a new guy with you now? I noticed there was a third. No need to apologize, man. It's all good. And guys, I just want to make sure everyone knows, and it's not us being nitpicky or trying to be control freaks. YouTube, when it sees people put, hey, I subbed you, or hey, man, I got you, or, um, you know, sub for sub, or anything to do with subscribing, they see it as somebody spamming the room, and they could actually start smacking you guys or smacking me for it, giving us violations. So please, if you're going to talk about, going and subscribing to somebody, just tell them, hey, I just went and showed you some love, or now you're family, or now we're friends, something like that. Um, I don't know if everyone knows that if you hit at and then type the person's name, it'll pop up on the computer. It'll pop up and allow you to highlight their name. So, like, if I want to type to AK, I could type at and AK, and it'll pop up and say explorations. And you just click that and then type your message after. So, if you want to let someone know that you followed them or subscribed to them, you could always do it that way. And that's the easiest way to do it. Yeah, that's my voice, Brandon. It's just the microphone makes me sound like sexy. I really like it from what I've seen. I can't wait to hear how it sounds live when I replay it. Or, well, how it sounds live when I replay it. Yeah, that's an oxymoron. He's doing all right. I talked to him last night. He had a little he had a little problem this week, but he's getting that taken care of. I'll be seeing him probably this weekend. I think Saturday I'm going to take him out, and I'm going to take Brandon from Psycho Ghost Trackers out. We're going to go do some exploration. And that's also something, guys. You probably have noticed that it says Joker's Nation. I guess I should have addressed this earlier, but at least I got a full house now. Thank you, AK. Um, I did drop the exploration from my name, and I'll be honest, the reason why this weekend it was terrible. Um, I was out with Storm and Midwest, and we were doing a farm round. We were hitting up all kinds of farms, and I went to shout out my own page, and I'm like, Joker's Expiration Nation, Joker's Explanation Nation. And then finally I got Joker's Expiration Nation. And even they were having a hard time with it. And I knew when I took that name, Joker's see, I just did it right there. Exploration. For some reason, that EX and that PL sound is really hard to get just right. So to stop the embarrassment, I decided to drop that and just go to Joker's Nation. At this point, most people that follow me, they know what my page is about. They know that it's about, urban exploration as well as paranormal investigation. So I figured I could drop that because exploration really doesn't tell the full story. It only tells half the story. So I figured Joker's Nation will work. And basically, everyone that subscribes to me, they're all part of Joker's army. We're an army of people that have like minds. We like the same things. Otherwise, we wouldn't be following each other. So hopefully you guys like it. The banners have changed. My video will change. It'll show that. It'll still be the same background and same logo, but it's going to have just the Joker's Nation. And hopefully you guys like it. What you think? Is it good, bad, ugly? What do we got? Looks like still got 11 watching, 16 thumbs up. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you, AK. Yeah, they're getting better. I'm trying to really get a lot better camera angles and slow down my panning. Trying to, you know, give a little bit better of a video out there because I watched. You want to really know how far you've came? Watch the first video you uploaded or the first video that you shot. Welcome back, Bobby. Watch the first video you shot and compare it to what you're doing now. Boy, I was surprised. My first video was it was hideous, to say the least. It was hideous. I watched it, I was like, wow, I shot that. That is terrible. And me and my uncle Sleuth, he suburban sleuth, we went out and it was my first time out with the gimbal and the first time out with um, no microphone and or with the microphone, and it was a complete cluster. It was terrible. So, what do you guys want to know? What questions you have for me? Anyone? No one? Yeah, Brandon. I figured me too would be like, I want to get one of those too. I really like the mic. I think it's huge though. When you see it, it is a monster. Here, let me mute it and show you. As I said, that thing is a monster. All right, DeRosa, thanks. Have a good one, buddy. Try to have a nice night. Thank you. Before I did this, I worked out at Caterpillar as a a midnight shift plant manager. Before that, I did a floor manager or shift manager for a plastic blow molder. I've always been in management. That's just how I end up, I guess, because I have common sense and employers like that. Yeah, I've managed auto parts stores and Radio Shacks and all kinds of stuff. All right, AK, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it, and I'll be checking out your guys' other videos as much as I can. Hey, how's it going, Pina? How you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, you guys make sure while you're here, check out some of the people that are in the chat room. Check out their pages. There's a lot of great pages that have come in here tonight that I've seen. Um, they're not all about exploring. They're not all about paranormal. Some of them are completely opposite of that. Some of them are, trying to see who all do we have, and there's so many different ones in here. So many different. I mean, I think one of them that was in here earlier, they do a lot of like crafts, arts and crafts. Um, some of them just do live shows. Um, Children of the Lost. Bobby, he's got a variety of stuff on there from racing to all kinds of stuff. Hey, Filipina down under, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Aw, I appreciate that. See, that's what it's all about, everyone kind of coming together to support each other. And that's what I love. With me, when I first started with YouTube, actually Brandon, Psycho Ghost Tracker, he introduced me to a lot of people that were helping me grow. And I wouldn't be at whatever, I think I'm at 451 or let me look. What am I at? 452. Um, I wouldn't be there this fast if it weren't for the help of people like him and the fact that I go out there and I network. I meet up with people. I'll go to the live streams, kind of like this one, and I'll just talk to the different people in the chat rooms. I add people that I see in there that I talk to. Um, you get some people in there that you just when you watch them talk, you like what they say or you like what they're about. So make sure to check out people in here. Like I said, I don't have anyone in here. There's not one person that I've seen in here that I go, oh, that person's here. Not a single one. Well, maybe Jim Patterson. No, just kidding, Jim. Hey, GTR or GT. Yeah, GTR. Sorry. What's going on? Morning from England. Nice. Yeah, I forgot it is morning there, isn't it? It was just on a guy's panel that's over there in England too. Right before I came on here, I've actually been on panel all day today. 3 a.m. Wow. Yeah, it is early in the morning. But you one of them midnight people like me, can't sleep? Well, I did move it, Bob. So it may be when I moved it, it changed the angle or something. Ouch. I got much love for you, Jim, man. You're awesome. I had a blast when I was exploring with you that day. I still I still can't get over when the pigeons flew up, almost hit you in the face. Oh, thanks, RX. You're awesome. Yeah, like I said though, there's not a single person in here that I wouldn't recommend. Every single person in here that I've seen talking on chat, they're all all respectable people and have some great pages. I may not get to watch every video on everyone's page, but I'm trying to make my rounds. Um, I may have 452 people subscribed to me, but I'm subscribed to probably almost 1,000 people. And that's all right. Just because they don't have me doesn't mean that I don't go and show support. It's not what it's all about. I There's some people I just like their content. There's some people I just like them just by talking to them. I just like them. There's some people out there, they don't have any content. They just like coming and hanging out. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I love going out there and exploring. The guys that I explore with, they're awesome. We all get along. We have a good time. Um, we really watch each other, like the Bible says, "I am my brother's keeper," and not to get all religious. Hey, how's it going? I don't want to butcher it. Aans Venue USA, I think. Aw, Amerlin Roma, you are so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, GTR, you're the same way. Well, I think Jim, you have any videos yet or no? I don't think Jim has any content either. He's what I call a permanent viewer. He just goes from different people's stuff and watches their stuff. He's not in it to do his own page. He just enjoys it, from what I believe. Hopefully, I said the name right. Oh, thank you, Pina. I appreciate it, dear. I catch yours every now and then. I come in. It seems like I've got that notification that doesn't work, and then when I look online and I can see who's live, I'll jump from room to room and kind of show some love. And and I always seem to just catch the end of yours for some reason. Nope, just to tag along. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that, Jim. There is nothing wrong with that. Oops, sorry. Probably just blew everyone's ears banging against my windscreen. I got to find a different way to mount that. I'm going to guess he really likes the skyline. I don't know if he has one, but I may be wrong. I may be wrong. Not a lot of people have those, but I do have some friends that I talk to on here that they do have them, but they're over in other countries. Too lazy to put in the work. It is a lot of work, Jim. It really is. When I got into it, I thought it was, oh, I just record some videos and pop them online. Oh, no, 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 no. Hey, Bell Prepper, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do. No. Yeah, yeah, BDC, I answered them. Jim Patterson had asked where I worked. Yeah, I had Monster Echo. Really? Huh. Wonder what is going on. Yeah, I had worked at Caterpillar as a shift supervisor. That's where I was taken off work for disability from there. Before that, I worked at a place called Plastic Container where we made all of the STP plastic bottles and Sparkle plastic bottles and what's that yellow? No, I can't think of it. Equal Lab. DNA bottles, you name it. It was a big blow molder company. I'm gonna try to say it. Desan Wang. Hopefully, I said it right. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Bobby's got or BDC Pro's got a really cool channel. If you like the no prep racing and stuff like that, he's always got a lot of those videos. Boy, Miss Roma, you just bringing them all in, ain't you? I appreciate that. What place is that, Rob? You're talking the Caterpillar, the one in Danville, Illinois, because that's the one I worked at. Oh, the plastic container? No, they're actually in Urbana, Illinois. Last place I worked, I had moved from Northwest Indiana. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that could show. I don't know why that was. Oh, because of the icons. Man, YouTube is getting ridiculous with it. Because Amerlin had used two icons in a row and it tagged her for spam and had me ask if that was okay. No, the plastic container, I worked here and then I left here and moved to Champaign, Urbana, Illinois. And I worked at a title loan store until I got robbed. And the company thought I had something to do with the robbing. Yeah, not happening. My daughter had a gun in her face, so no, it wasn't something to do with me. So I ended up leaving there and went and worked for shift supervisor at Plastic Container. Basically, there was 12 blow molders. I had 30 employees on the floor, plus 8 mechanics and 2 maintenance men and 2 QC people. So basically, it was my job to run the whole floor. I did that until they started downgrading, and I got offered a job at Caterpillar in Danville, Illinois, and I was wanting to move to Clinton, Illinois. So I went out there. I worked there, and then they started cutting the. Oh, it was terrible. They were bringing scabs in and trying to get rid of the union, and I'm thankful that the doctor pulled me when he did because I would have ended up quitting there. I'm not going to work for a company that's wanting me to train a scab to do my work. No, not happening. You pay me, I'm union. Don't ask me to train my replacement. Not right. And I'm going to have to quit doing that. Hey, Amerlin, Roma, can you uh, can you rephrase that? That you need new friends, not subs, because that's why they're hitting you with censoring. They're starting to censor everywhere. You could say, please support him like that, or you could say, please become his friend. But you can't have the word SUBS in there. If you have that in there, they will get you. And they keep flagging your messages, so I have to keep allowing them. So if you can remove that one up there, please. Yeah, Americans still use the word scabs too. A lot of the times they call them rats here. Um, you'll see, as BDC can tell you, around here, and Jim has seen it, the local 150 around here will bring a 20-foot blow up rat and put in front of your building if you're using non-union laborers. If they see it, they'll hit it, and it's terrible that they do that, but they have to. Yeah, I just removed it, Rob. Everyone, please do not use the word subs. Don't type SUBS in the chat. I have to remove it if I see it. And it's nothing personal. It's just that YouTube will hit me with spam, or they'll hit me for spam in my chat. So please don't use the word sub, subscriber, or got you. For some reason, when you type, hey, XYZ, I got you, they see that as spam too. Well, yeah, Pena, you're right about that. I do, but I, uh, the first time she did it, uh, I was trying to tell her about it, and DeRosa had removed her comment right away. I'd like to give them a chance to remove their comment, and if not, then yeah, let the moderators remove it. But I'd like to let them know why it was removed too, and it was just boom, removed. I know it was doing it for the right reason. Yeah, yeah, they do. They have a guy who wears a rat suit out there. It's funny as ever. Oh, by the way, Pina, you're blue. Well, Skyline, it's well, GTR Skyline. It's over here. It's a double-edged sword because there's too many companies out there that want to pay you bottom dollar and they want to abuse the heck out of you. Um, the best paying jobs around here are the steel mills, and all the steel mills are union. Um, if you're working for one of the cold roll plants that isn't union, those guys get beat on. I mean, we're talking 12 hours a day, 6, 7 days a week, and they beat on them. So the union does help, and it's like I said, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword because then you got your union dues you got to pay, and I get it, I get it. It's costly, but at least with the union, you've got somebody fighting to get you the best insurance, getting you job security, and somewhere where you could pretty much do just about anything and not get fired. I mean that's the nice thing. But the double-edged sword side is that you do get some real jerk. Once they get through their union hours, they turn into a lazy bum. And once they're in the union, it's hard to get rid of them. Yeah, there you go. 30 years, U.S. union man. Jim can tell you, he can tell you the horror stories, without a union, they screw you over, and there are downsides to unions. Don't get me wrong. Strikes are not fun for anyone. There you go. Rob's union strong too. And I'm not bashing anyone that's against union. Um, you're in a different country, so unions there may not be the same as unions here. So that's also a difference there because different countries it's different. But here, I would rather have a union job than a non-union job. See, at Caterpillar, I was union. At Plastic Container, I was not union. And at Plastic Container, I worked 70, 80 hours a week with no breaks. Um, half the stuff that we did there, OSHA would shut us down. If they saw it, they would shut us down. Um, instead of putting a guy in a high-rise basket to do something, they throw him on a skid on top of the forks of a forklift. Highly, but they're not union, so they can do that and get away with it. Now, in a union, that would never fly. In a union, I would be on a man box on the forks with the harness on me and that man box chained to the forklift so it can't slide off, So, like I said, it is a double edged sword. Yeah, I see that. I've seen some families that are 100% union, and I've seen some families where it's 50 union, 50% not union, and I can see that happening. But anyone that's worked under a union and then not under a union, it's really hard not to be with a union. And that exactly, Venue USA. That's exactly what I'm saying. Unfortunately, you do get a certain amount of lazy POSs that get through the union hours and get unionized. And once they get that union card, now they could be lazy as hell and it's hard to fire them. It is super hard to fire somebody that's in the union. I've seen guys that should have been fired because of drinking on the job. I mean, this guy was totally blitzed and filed a grievance with the union and had his job and got paid for the time he was off. He actually ran a guy's foot over, smashing his toes in his steel toe boot. You know, that guy in my book should have been fired long ago. Yeah, pipeline. Yeah, sometimes they will lay off the lazy ones, but the problem is with them being in the union, when they lay them off, and then they turn around, they wanna hire someone, they could actually win a lawsuit for not being called back when they're laid off when they're hiring someone else. And I've seen that before. I seen a guy that he was laid off because he was a real POS, and they hired somebody new. He got a lawyer and went after the union for it, and he ended up getting buku bucks. I'm talking he don't have to work ever again, you know? So, once again, shows why the union's good, you know? Bad for him, or bad for, the union, it was good for him. It's just one of those, it's just one of those things that I would rather have a union and not need it than not have one and need it. Union flashlight holders, yeah, they got some of those too. I like those union broom holders. Those are the best. I mean, we all over here, GTR, we tease about union guys. It's like, oh, wait, go put that light switch in. Oh, wait, that's an 8-hour job because you got a 15-minute break every 10 minutes. So I mean, we bust chops over it, but I myself prefer a union over non-union job. And like I said, that's preference. Not everyone feels the way I do, and that's their choice. I live in a state where it's a highly charged topic. Uh, the vice president, when he was the governor of Indiana, signed the right to work bill, and um, that ticked off a lot of union people because it basically made it to where people were able to bypass the union, and that was not good. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, BDC. You're out there. By the way, did you see that Burns Harbor's hiring again? They're taking apps. I thought about trying again, but I don't know. I got through all the testing. My problem was the knee buckling, and they disqualified me from the sandbag test. And then someone said also with me being diabetic, I may have a hard time getting in. Oh, cold reduction. Yeah, see, my dad and my grandfather were out there at Bud Company. I think Bill was out there for a little while too. My mom's family, they all worked at Inland Steel. How we doing out here? Hey, we still got 12 people, 24 likes. Awesome. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Cool. Trying to figure out what the next big explore I want to do. I'm constantly trying to think of places, and it's getting worse because now they're doing this purple law. It's ridiculous. Country club job. What's that at the cold reduction? Actually, I got an idea. That's what I say to your sponsorship. There we go. Motor inspector watching paint dry. Man, you guys got the cool jobs. I need to come get one of them. That'd be the perfect job for me. Be like, hang on, there's a run in that paint right there. Where you want to explore, Jim? See, Skyline, that was one of the things I was trying to get across last night, um, over at CF, exploring with CF. I was trying to get across that he was talking about there are written rules to urban exploration, and my my take on it is that, you know, how do you put rules on something that's actually illegal? Because to be honest, most of the places you go into, it is private property. And if you don't have the owner's permission, technically it is breaking the law. It's called trespassing. So how can you put rules on something that's illegal? And it wasn't out of it wasn't out of being disrespectful. I wholeheartedly agree with what he is saying, but splitting hairs on words is the way I feel. To me, a rule is something that you put on something that is legal, such as your job. There are jobs where you have rules. Some of them are for safety, some of them are for um, company benefit, some of them are for your benefit, some of them are to save your life. But putting a rule on something illegal, that's like, in my mind, and this is my opinion, okay, I agree 100% what he says. I feel that they're unwritten rules or a code of conduct, which is don't break in, don't do any damage when you are inside there, and don't be looting and burning things and painting them up. Go in, document, leave. Okay, I agree 100% with him on that. But, and this is where the but comes in, is that if you're putting rules on something that's already illegal, because technically we're trespassing and trespassing is illegal. So that's like saying, okay, murder is illegal, but you can only murder with a weapon or your hands. Okay. You can't you can't murder with a sharp poke in the eye and rupturing the brain. You can't do it that way. It's still murder. You can't put a rule on an illegal act. So for me, it's one of those where we already know that when we go into those places, it is illegal. And this whole purple paint law thing to me is ridiculous. Yeah, you saw that? Yeah, we're just filming. Not here, you're not. And then he rode away. I was like, wow. He did look like Elmer Fudd. That's why I was like, shh. Something's very, very suspicious. Yeah, me me and Flesh were in this barn, and Storm was like looking into another barn, and we hear the quad come up. It sounded like a lawnmower, and me and Flesh just went, sounds like a lawnmower. It's here. It's stopping. And we walked out, and there's that old man. What the hell you doing? You're trespassing. There's a sign on the goddamn door that says no trespassing. We went and looked. There is not a single no trespassing sign anywhere on that property, you know. So yeah, that's back to what I was saying. The laws are so, let's see, in England, trespass isn't actually illegal. It's a so well, see, that's what I feel that it should be here too. I feel it should be a civil matter. But here they make it a legal matter, and I don't see how they can make it a legal matter. Guys, I don't mean to be rude. I need to step away for 1 second. I will be right back. Oh, jeez. I am back. Sorry about that, guys. Whew. Let's see. What a miss. Swipey, if you hit my room one more, you know what? Hey, guys, you can remove Swipey. All they've done is spam Omelet Arcade. Please, can you remove them? Actually, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not going to have them constantly spamming. All right. Swipey, you came in about the omelet once, then you came in a second time, and I'm like, okay, and now you're coming in a third time spamming my room for omelet. Go spam someone else's. I don't want you here spamming my room because that's exactly what it is. This is not omelet talk. Sorry. Had to, had to get a little medieval. Yeah. What's up, Exploring with CF? How's it going? How'd you like to come up, CF? Want me to send you the link? What's up, Mysterious Shadow? How's it going? Ah, sorry about that, CF. Yeah, we were just talking about about the rules and unwritten rules and how I saw it and how I agreed with you on what your rules are, but I feel that they're more of a code of conduct or an unwritten rule. Um, and that's what I was trying to get across last night. I think the when I typed it, it didn't come across clear. Um, and that's what I was wanting to talk to you about was that in my personal view, a rule is like at work, like you mentioned, that's something that's not illegal. Okay. At work, the rules are to protect you from getting hurt or protect the company from getting hurt or to protect machinery from getting broke. Um, and rules are meant to be broken. Where I feel that we go by a code of conduct or some unwritten rules. Go in, don't break in. When you go in, don't destroy, don't go in and paint, don't go in and burn stuff, don't go in and destroy walls, don't go in and steal stuff. Go in, document, be responsible, be a responsible person, and then leave. I wholeheartedly agree with you, brother. You and me are 100% on that page. Where we differ is, to me, what I was trying to get at last night, and I think I was saying it wrong. Um, there's rule of law, okay, which are certain rules that are admissible in certain states. In some states, just going into that building, like you were saying last night, is breaking and entering, walking in. Like you said, if the door's ajar and you open it and you walk in, technically in some states, that's breaking and entering. Um, where I feel that, you know, when I say show me the book, what I mean is like when I think about rules, just like if I'm at work, there's a rule book. Okay. I can't go to Barnes and Nobles and or the library and pick out a urban exploring rule book. That's kind of what I was getting at. Not saying that there shouldn't be one. I'm just saying that there isn't one that I found. Yes, there are books that people have wrote rules in. So does that kind of make a little more sense than what was happening last night? Because I was getting frustrated because I was trying to explain it and I don't think it was coming out the way it was in my head. It was like my fingers were disconnected from my head. Well, I could agree with that, but like I said, where I'm, and I think it's semantics, kind of in a way of, for me, it's stuck here that I can't go and check out a rule book. Um, I could check out some man's book, but like I said to Rich Discoveries last night, I could go on Google and type in "Is Michael Jackson an alien?" and I could probably get 15 books that say he's an alien. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, CF, if you can give me information, I would like to read it. I'm not saying that there isn't rules that are wrote in there. What I'm saying is that I haven't found a full-fledged book of the rules of the rules of urban exploration. Why am I looking at my microphone and talking? I should be looking at the camera and talking. But yes, brother, I agree with you wholeheartedly. And whether or not I call them rules or code, I still live by them. Regardless of what I say they are, I still live by them. I think me and you are on the same page on a lot of things like that. And I get what you're saying. I get what you're doing, and I respect you and I commend you on that. I'm trying to figure out what my next big explore is going to be. I wouldn't mind checking out that old train that you did. That was cool. I love steam locomotives like that. Yeah, BDC. He's got some really cool. That guy, Exploring with CF has some unbelievable ones. One of them that One of them that he did was the munitions factory, and oh my god, was that awesome. I would have a field day. I would love to spend all day there just exploring. That place is sick. And by the way, CF, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I love it that you come here. I appreciate it so much, more than you know. Whoa, that was loud. Phew. Glad you guys don't have headphones on. What is it, though? Oh, cool. Okay, that's what it is. I ask and I shall receive. Thank you very much, sir. Boy, you're quick on that. Wow, that was loud in these headphones. I just got the new headphones, the mic, some lights, some remember we were talking about it last night. I got my webcam coming tomorrow, my new chair coming tomorrow. I picked up one of the racing chairs. Of course, it's purple and black and gray, so it's going to match my purple and gray sound deadening material. So that'll be nice. And then I've got the uh, Logitech Brio webcam coming, so it should be extra clear next time. So yes, you'll be able to see my ugly face even clearer next time. I appreciate that, CF. That's why I was wanting to talk to you because I didn't want it to come across I was being disrespectful to you because that was not it at all. That was not my intent. I know you've been doing this for a long time, and I have the utmost respect for everyone that came before me. Um, I pay homage to those people, and I wanted to discuss it with you more because, like I said, I think I was having a problem getting my point across that in the way I look at things, and I look at things different. People that know me know that I tend to look at things from different angles than most people do. And I don't know if it's for my motorcycle accident or what. And I wasn't saying I'm disabled like that's an excuse. I'm saying I'm disabled so I don't work, so I don't have a job, so my rules don't apply. Yeah, and you know what? I kind of felt bad because it was on your stream, and it was my issue, but it was on your stream. Um, but I think last night there may have been some people in there that did benefit them. But what GTR was saying earlier is that in the UK, even though things are, it's illegal or it's not illegal, it's civil. The kids today don't care what the rules are. They don't care if there's a no trespassing sign. And that's kind of the point I was trying to get across last night is that when it started out, I'm sure when urban exploring started out, they were going into places that may have been owned. Maybe they didn't have a trespass sign on it, but they were still going in, and some of them were breaking in. I've seen old videos of them breaking in, which I thought was wrong. But I think over the time, the mentality has changed and the way people look at it has changed to where now, um, yeah, I agree. I agree about that. But, he made the point that even this purple law is going to be utterly useless because people aren't going to pay attention to the purple. They're not going to care. They're still going to go in. And like you said, we tend to walk around and make sure there's no signs before we go in anywhere. But there's always that one spot. We walked out of a house in Beverly Shores. I walked all the way around three sides of the house. We come out on the fourth side, and there's a do not enter U.S. government property. And I'm like, "Ooh, let's Scooby Doo it." And we got the heck out of it. But when we walked in, we didn't see any signs. One of the houses had signs all over it. So when we went to the next one, there was no signs. And I'm like, okay, this door is wide open. Let's go check it out. And we checked it out. And when I left, I actually closed the door and secured it. I made sure it was secured, um, so that no one can go in after me. but that's how I do it. I want to make sure that the place is secured when I leave. If there's a lock on the door, I'll make sure to lock the door and pull it behind me. That's just how I feel it should be. Yeah, I know. I heard you talking about, being taught young and that. And like I said, I think that I feel that there's two types of urbex out there, and you'll probably disagree with me. I feel that there's people like us that like to document the history of the place, and then there's those that claim it's urbex, and it's basically for them to go in and paint and break stuff and do the stuff that we don't do. And I think that's kind of where I'm getting at, because there's so many out there that claim that's urbex, and no, it's not. Okay. Well, I'm not, I'm learning about it. And, you know, I've done some research. I haven't done extensive all the way back. I've done a little bit of Googling about, when did or where did urbex start? I think was one of them I did. And that was the one where, yeah, the crazy Russians stuff that Rich was laughing at last night. See, I do agree with you there that that's the case, but the problem is they're still titling their videos urbex, and that's what I was talking about. That I think that people are starting to think that urbex is both of those, and that's not urbex what they're doing. Like you said, that is straight out vandalism and theft. I agree with you. I you're preaching the choir on that one. And that's where, like I say, I look at it different, because when I look at things, I look at the good, the bad, and then the perception of the whole. And the good, you've got people like us that are doing it responsibly. The bad, you've got the people that are out there doing stuff like the guy you were talking about last night. And then the perception that people think that both of those are urbex, and they're not. Urbex is, in my view, urbex is basically done. Bobby, somebody said that last night. The first urbexers were cavemen. That's kind of funny, but I think we do it responsibly, and it's hard for us to get that point across when you've got people out there doing it the wrong way. And that's the people that are doing it the wrong way that are ruining it for people like you, me, Storm City Crew, Lost Boys, or Bexy, all the people that go out there and explore, AK, they go out and they do theirs and they don't do any harm. It's something that they do as a couple. Yeah. Yeah, there is a big difference between looking in a window and kicking in a door. I agree. One's a misdemeanor and the other one's a felony. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that taking stuff either. I'm not a big fan of taking that stuff. There's only one time, and you'll probably argue with me on it, but like if I go into a building and I know there's something that's historical there and they're getting ready to tear down that building and they're going to leave it in there, taking it and donating it to a museum or to a school or something like that, that's one thing. Taking it home, that's completely wrong. Um, I do believe that there are some artifacts that are left in buildings that are being destroyed, and they hold some sort of a historical significance in my eyes. Something like that, where maybe there's a, I don't even know, because I most of the places I've been in have been blown out. There really isn't anything to take to begin with. Um, but my thing is, if there was something, say there was a statue in the post office, and they're going to tear it down, but that statue could be something they could put in a history museum, you know, tell the history museum. If they don't go and do it, go and get it and take it to them. That's different than going and grabbing it and taking it home with me. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It does become a slippery slope, and that's what I'm saying. That there's a difference between what do we say? Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that. Well, no, someone had made the argument the one night we were having a deep discussion about this, and someone made the argument: what if you go into a place and they're getting ready to tear it down, and there's something significant that should be in a museum? Well, yeah, then I believe that item should be taken to the museum. Now, whether it should be me taking it or contacting the museum and telling them, hey, they're going to destroy this and this is historical. You guys really should preserve it. That's something different. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I throw it in my back pocket and run out with it. No, by all means, no. Yeah, I'm kind of the believer on what you said, leave behind footprints and fingerprints and DNA. That's it. You know, the only time I leave DNA is if I pee behind the building, which I'm diabetic, so I always pee. Sorry. What's the coolest place you've ever hit? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I see your point. I see your point. I didn't really think about it that way, but yeah. Yeah, it'd be different if I was on site and the demo crew said, "Hey, if you want this, grab it before we wreck it." Then that's something different. You know what I'm saying? That's something different. But going in and taking it before you've spoken to somebody, yeah, that's a no go. That's a no no no. Yeah, GTR. There's many a times I've peed behind buildings. Actually, actually, that last one we did where we were looking for the dead body, I peed in the toilet. I was like, I'm not gonna go outside and pee in an alley. There's a toilet right here. It's yeah, seeker. That's funny. All right, Amerlin. I did have to remove the comment about subs. Please don't put that in here. I don't want to have to remove your words from our chat. So please, if you're gonna say subs, just say new friends, something to that, please. Oh wow, I didn't know you're a doctor. Oh really, CF? I didn't know that. I thought anyone could donate something to a museum. Yeah, I've CF kind of like what we were talking about with the name of the places and that. I try to block all streets. Oh, that's cool. Bless your heart. Um, I try to block, any neighbors' houses or any recognizable landmarks. If I show the outside, I try to show it in different angles to where it doesn't look like the real place. Um, I don't. I've gotten to where now I don't put the name of the place. Um, but like you said, where we're at in Gary, it's kind of hard because a lot of the places we go into, they're uh, they're well known. They're it's kind of hard to hide it. But like the farms that we did, I'm not telling where the farms are. You know, the one thing that I did show inside with the farm name, it states that it's in Michigan, Buchanan, Michigan. And everyone asks me where it is. I just tell them Michigan. You know, they could look up that name and it says Buchanan, Michigan. You know, I'm not going to give up the information. One, because honestly, with me, Storm and Flesh in there, the floor was terrible. It was just rotted. You could see more of the basement than you could see floors. There were spots in the house where we had to walk across the joists because there was no floor. I don't want to have well, even though my name's Tom, I don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry running out there and then falling in and getting hurt. My thing is, I don't want that. I don't want, any kids looking at my videos and going, we should go out there and explore and then get hurt. Then mom and dad are mad at me because little Jimmy fell into a basement and broke his arm. Hey, Shelly Dunn, what's up? Yeah, you know what? Running around Gary's not that bad. We do it early in the morning when most people are still sleeping. Normally, we are out of there by 2 in the afternoon at the latest, and we are all armed pretty much. So, we don't go out there at night. Midwest, what's up, buddy? I got you. I got you on that. All right, Amerlin Roma, thank you for coming in and thank you for bringing your friends. I really appreciate that. That was so awesome. You are more than welcome anytime to stop in. Thank you and keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, Shelly, you'd be in good company, no doubt. Yeah, we've been having some people doing that. What's up, Rich? Thanks for stopping in, man. Papa Bear, thanks for stopping in. I'll leave Urbex to the experts. Hey, Rich, sorry. I hope I didn't irritate you last night with my talk. Me and CF have been talking about it, and I think I've cleared up my miscommunication last night. That is true, CF. Just have a little bit of sense when you're out there. Don't go out there acting like you're Wild Earth. Did you get your problem taken care of, Flesh? That's right. Nothing to worry about if you're rolling with the storm. Well, I appreciate that, Rich. What? Joker's a weenie. What the hell? Wow, I feel love there, CF. Thanks, man. Wow. CF got jokes tonight. He joking on the Joker. Anyone else, I might have been mad, but you're good. Is that a city problems, or flesh, or is it a internal house problem? Yeah, CF, we're having some problems with some people. They're getting a little risky, and we're trying to keep them from getting hurt. We've got some that we're going late at night and exploring in Gary, and I was born there, raised there for a couple years. I wouldn't go there late at night lurking around these buildings. You're asking for trouble, and we've had a couple that were doing that. Oh no, too much grease in the trap, probably. Yeah, you need to get the man on here sometime. What's up with him? He too good to chat? He too cool? Yeah. Yeah, when I don't forget to fill the holster, we don't. I can't believe I did that. Yeah, CF got all the way to Midwest House, and we were doing the big Gary run, and had a bunch of sites picked out. That was when we did the dealership, and I get there, and Tone said something about being strapped. I reach to my side, and I've got an empty holster. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, there you go. Yeah, some CS gas, that'll help you out. Ain't nobody gonna survive that. Yeah, Rich, I've got the same problem. We've got tree roots that have punctured the tile drain pipe, and every spring and fall, normally I have to come. The landlord has to bring out a roto rooter and clean it out, and they refuse to replace it. But it is what it is. Yeah, that's CF. That's one of those things that kind of worries me too, because I carry every day. I don't care if I go to my family's for Thanksgiving, I carry there. I carry everywhere I go. I go to a funeral, I'm packed. I've always got mine. And someone said it goes from trespassing to aggravated trespassing if you've got a firearm, and that's a felony. Um, Fortunately for me, rolling with the storm crew, the police kind of they're cool with it. So, but yeah, there's some places, a lot of people wanting to go out to Illinois, and I can't carry in Illinois because I'm not licensed there. So it's one of those where I'm eh, little eerie about that. I mean, I still know how to fight, and I got a fist like a lunchbox, but the fist like a lunchbox doesn't do any good when somebody's throwing lead at you at, you know, high velocity. Yeah, I can respect that, CF. I can respect that. Yeah, see right there what Flesh said. I don't have a problem carrying because the fact of that. Yeah, I was kind of surprised when they said even if you've got a Leatherman, and this was something that shocked me. If you've got a Leatherman tool on your belt, the old pliers, screwdriver, and all that, they consider that a burglary tool if you're caught. I'm like, are you kidding? Carl, our next will have to wait and see the video. We don't talk about it no more. Because every time we talk about it, everyone else wants to go do it. So you'll just have to wait and see the video. It's sharpened. I'm carrying that tactical stapler. Man, would you look at that? Bam! Bam! Look at that. Yeah, I've heard Connecticut laws are terrible. I heard that Delaware's just as bad. That's right. Represent. I got to get my Joker ones going now. Now that it's shorter, Joker's Nation will be a lot easier to make a sticker. Now it's not like, Joker's Exploration Nation. It's just shortened up. Short and to the point. That's crazy. That is crazy. Actually, hang on. Let me grab something. Ugh. Something else I carry. My flashlight. I carry this on all my Explorers too. Nice bright flashlight. It's always good to have, but it's also, sorry. That's also a good one to carry. Hey, Rosie, how you doing? Welcome to my feed. Yeah, that gel stuff's nasty, man. Whew. You can't wash it out fast enough, and it sticks to you. Yeah, I need to get me a new taser. I used to have the yellow, like the police carry. I used to have one of those, but I had a friend that he joined the police force and he bought it off me. He needed one really fast, so they were back ordered. I had one, so I sold it to him. I need to get a new one. That way I can really reach out and touch someone if they come in. Shocker. Yeah, but the only problem is with this one, I don't know how many times I've had it in my hanging on my belt and hit it and shocked the shit out of myself. Sucks when you do that because that's actually a 50,000 volt laser taser. Oh yeah, is that the one that sprays like something like 10 feet away that Sean has? It's like a straight stream for like 10 feet away. Okay, everyone stop all at once. Did it freeze up? Am I alone? Oh, oh, youch. Yeah, while working on a buddy's drag car, I made the mistake of he handed me the magneto and said, "Hold this, we're going to put it in." And I made the mistake of sitting there and I was holding it in my hand and I spun that gear. I woke up on the ground and everyone laughing their butt off. That was when I got introduced to what a magneto does. I knew it was like a distributor, but I thought that it had to have electricity to it. Let me tell you, a magneto is a terrible torture device. My hands hurt for a week. That's ridiculous. Rich, I'm glad I live in Indiana. Indiana and Florida are the best two states to live in because we have the castle doctrine. You try coming in my door and you break through that door, the moment your foot steps into my house, I have the right to defend myself with lethal force if needed. Florida is the same way. Gotta love it. Well, the magnetos he has is on his full fledged dragster. We're talking like NHRA style dragster. You know how they got the two big ones on the the top fuel dragsters? It was one of those. So it lit my ass up. I'm not joking. It knocked me on the ground, and I was on the ground like, what the hell just happened? I had someone. I had a lock on the breaker box, and I was wiring up a compressor 440, and I had the screwdriver sitting in there, and somebody took the lock off and powered it back up and shot me out of the room. I didn't get shocked, but the explosion of that screwdriver going off shot me. I was on one of those little roller carts. I come flying out of the closet where the compressor was, but never been hit by that many volts. You're lucky to be alive, buddy. Exactly, Jim. My fillings were warm. Oh, they did that for the cars there too, CF? See, I don't know if we've got it for the cars here. I know we do for the house. All right. Thanks, Rich, for coming in, man. I appreciate it. Stay safe out there, buddy. 1,000 lumens? Yeah, but honestly, Carl, if you're wanting a flashlight for doing urbex, check out the light ones. They run about 120 with batteries. Those things are super bright. That's what we all use. Oh, wow. 500,000. I wonder if that's what he has. Is that the big red ones? Um, if I saw a Godzilla creature roaming around town, um, look for the film crew. Yeah, amperage is what gets you. That's why a lot of people don't realize a car battery can kill you faster than anything. Actually, let me grab something real quick. Hey, Carl, if you want something that's not going to break the bank, you can go to nebo.com and pick up one of these. It is a super bright flashlight, but what's nice about it is it's also does that. And that right there will light up any room you're in. I mean, it is super bright. So if you want something that's not going to break the bank, like $35, it's a great one for urban exploring, and it's adjustable. The beam focal is adjustable from a big wide beam down to a pinpoint. And then, like I said, the other thing is, yeah, as you can see, it's bright. And it's got the red light, so if you need to, just light up a little bit, and SOS. So something that won't break the bank. It's called a Nebo, Nebo. It's a nice little flashlight, heavy, got a little mass. Plus, it's got a magnet on it, so it'll stick to something. Like I stuck it to the side of my desk. I can stick it to the side of something and it'll hold. Oh, you can see. So if you want something that's not going to break the bank, this is something I carry in my Go box. Welcome back, RX8. Oh, wow. Killed by a Prius. It'll be on his tombstone. Yeah, DC, yeah. Well, AC kind of holds on to you too. As soon as you touch, man, it just, instant. I think that's just the voltage does that. Huh? He called you Jim like a jungle Jim. Yeah, Carl, just you can get them. I think Battery Plus has them. This is the Slide Plus that I've got. SLYDE Plus. It's a 4x zoom. You can see there, Slide Plus, 4x zoom. And it's durable. It's got, well, if I get the cap off, it only uses, I think it's 4 AAA batteries is what powers it. And like I said, it's waterproof. You can see it's got a cap on it with a rubber seal. So if you drop it in water puddle, and then you've got the other cap that covers it. I can use this in my swimming pool. I used it during the summer because I was looking in the bottom of the swimming pool and it was a little murky, and I used this. And like I said, it's under $40. You can order it straight from nebo.com, Nebo. Yep. I used to rebuild alternators back in the day. I rebuilt pretty much every brake chamber CTA buses had. The brake chambers I did, which were always the fun ones because they have a full car coil spring inside of the brake chamber. I did the brake compressors, and I did all of the starters, rebuilding them. Those alternators will set you on your ass if you get shocked by one of them. I thought you were telling him he needed to get in the gym. All right, CF, read that again, and when you get to the first sentence, you're going to look at yourself and go, "Don't." Almost all of my equipment is small. It's slight overshare there, bud. Sorry. Honestly, a lot of people think 1,000 lumens is better. You're actually better, Carl, with a 500 lumens widespread than 1,000 lumen non-widespread. Uh, when you see 1,000 lumens, you think it's going to be brighter. The problem is that it doesn't spread out as much, and it's more of a piercing. When you go into a dark place like some of them that we go into, you want a wide range. You don't want it to be just a solid beam. You want it to be a wide range. And that's why I like that Nebo, is because it opens up and it'll light up about a 20-foot pattern. I mean, I've got my light bar that we use, but if I need something small, I normally have that in my pocket. Yeah, 1,000 lumens also will have a very short battery life. I think this flashlight, I think it says 4 hours, and this one's 500 lumen. You start getting up there in lumens, and it will eat a battery like nobody's business. For the most part, here we go again. Be right back. Okay. Now, this is what I carry. Okay. I'm going to blind myself when I do this. This one is adjustable, so it's nice. Run you about $127. Okay. It is super bright. It also has a shield on it to where you can lighten it down, give you more of a regular light. It just sticks to the back. This also does different colors. You can change the colors and adjust them to, well, let me see. Yeah, that's the 5600 fine. Then there's a coarse. So that's what I use for uh, most of the Explorers. I have this with me. I really rarely ever need that because I have this on my camera, which is a 206 LED panel, as you can see. Now this goes on a bar on the bottom of my gimbal. So I have my camera up here and this below. This normally is more than enough when you go out. You can ask Midwest, he's been with me, and that thing lights up a room like nobody's business. Oh yeah, everything's good with me, Donald. Thanks for asking. I'm rock solid, man. I'm doing good. Yeah, see, like you were saying, CF, this one uses just that Sony battery. And I had this on and we went from what, 10 in the morning until 4 o'clock. And I used this at every site. This one battery was more than enough. And I have two extended batteries that I carry with me. But this one here's a 2200 milliamp hour and it lasts me almost all day. And this is a lot lighter than carrying around, some of those big flashlights that I've seen. And the nice thing is that battery fits this as well as that. So that's one of the nice things I like about it. You blind now? West Haven, how you doing, dear? Thanks for getting in here. Thank you very much for sharing on your community tab. I appreciate that so much. I want my community tab. I just can't get to 1,000 people yet. I'm trying. I'm working. I am networking and working my butt off. There you go, CF. There you go. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got a power bank that plugs into one of my chargers, so I could charge on the go. Even if we're out, I could put the charger on it and plug it into my power bank, stuff it in one of my camo uh, BDU pockets, and walk around and charge a battery while I'm doing it, which is kind of nice. So hopefully everything sounds good. This is the new microphone I picked up. This is a Samson. What is this one? I can't see the name on it right now. Let me see. G-Track Pro is the mic that I'm using. Um, I know that Cynthia from Purgatory Paranormal of New York, she uses one, and her voice is just so clear. So I picked this up, and hopefully everyone can hear me clearly, and I'm not overbearingly loud. I know I got a deep voice. Oh, yeah. This one here that I'm holding, you can get them on, you got to be careful because you can get them on Amazon for, wow, that was loud. You can get them on Amazon for like $79, but what they don't tell you is it don't come with the battery. So if you buy the battery, I bought the battery, the two extended batteries, and it ended up running me complete $127. And with the extended batteries, you could use this thing all day and all night on one battery and still have a charge. The panel, this thing, I think I picked this up on Amazon. This is a Tyka, Tycka. It come with this battery and just this little guy right here. You could actually take this off and put it on a tripod. You could put it on a tripod mount, and you could just carry it around on a tripod like this, like one of those handheld tripods. This thing runs about 30 bucks. I think it was like $34 with battery. Spirit Box Paranormal, how's it going? Good morning to you too. Over in the UK, I take it. Thanks for that feedback, Donald. That's several people have said that it was too loud. Someone said it sounded robotic, so I wasn't sure. Someone said it sounds real good and it brings out the deepness of my voice. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow I've got the new office chair showing up. I've got the new 4K. Oh, that's right. You're over in Scotland. Well, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate that. I love my people over in UK. You guys rock. And you got all the sites over there that I wish we had here. I'd love to be exploring castles and, stuff like that. That'd be so much nicer than some of the stuff we explore here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love exploring here, but it'd be so nice to do a castle. But yeah, Carl, if you look into it, something like what I got there, that's an awesome thing to get. I made the little piece here. I made this. Cost me like 79 cents from Harbor Freight. I cut down a thumb screw, and then I put, this is actually the bag that comes with it has this on it, so I could just drape this around. Oop, and then just let it hang down, and I can carry it with me if I need it. Most of the time I just let other people carry it, if they need a light. Because some people go in, they don't film, they just want to light up stuff. Yes, sir, you sure can, Midwest. You can share out. Please and thank you. I know. I would love to get over there. I'm still trying to see if me and the wife can start a savings because I want to go over to Ireland, where my family originally came from. And I would love to hit up Ireland and Scotland on one trip. That would be awesome. Pretty much the only place I've gone internationally has been South Africa, and I loved it. I've loved it. Look at Midwest, like, I want to go. We should start planning that trip. I'd love to go over there. I've seen some of the stuff that you've shown on your videos, and oh man, no, take me. I can make a comment, but I'm not. Oh, I've got so much work to do in here. I got one of them 4-drawer steel filing cabinets. I got to move that across the room, so that's going to kill me. I got a 6-foot flag I got to mount on the ceiling so that I could put all my sound deadening material up. And then I got to get set up the desk. I got to get all the electronics repair stuff off of the desk. I need to finish my damn REM pod. I've got it almost done. I just need to put the guts in it. So, the little guts, that's all that's in those. $170 for basically all that's in a REM pod is this kit right there. That is the whole kit. I got to solder a new one up to put in it. But that's the whole thing that's in a REM pod. I'm not paying $179. I'll make my own. Yeah, I could imagine that would be harder to travel in certain areas, CF. All right, Carl, take it easy. Yeah, my I did some REM pod. I've done some research and found out my family is from Kerry, Ireland. I guess it's the Munster Providence, I think is what it was, or Muncie Providence, something like that. Starts with an M. But I want to get up there, and before I die, I want to make sure that I get to go where my ancestors were from. I've uh, I've always loved the look of Ireland. Oh, no way. That's cool, CF. There we go. Thank you, Papa Bear, for doing that. And yeah, guys, I said it earlier, but I'll say it again. Please, every single person I have in here is an awesome person. There's not one single person in here that I am not subscribed to. Um, by all means, please check everyone out. A lot of great channels here with great content. You know, you definitely check mine out if you're not subscribed to me, which I believe most of you are. But yeah, definitely go out there and check everyone out. You know, let's show some love to people here. A lot of great people here. Yeah, I figured I'd have some people up on panel tonight because I bought the program and I've got some really cool screens made for when people are on panel. But so far tonight, no one's come up. I got some invites out, but no one's shown up yet. They've been busy or doing other stuff. Oh yeah. Here we go. Midwest, check this out. This is something neat I can do. Bam! Rolling with the storm. Bam! Three amigos. Bam! Three amigos again. Bam! The whole damn crew. Neat little things. Yeah, I had to buy this. I had to buy this software. All right, CF. Thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate it. I'm sure we'll talk more. I appreciate you sending me those links. I'm definitely going to be checking some of that stuff out and reading it up. I appreciate any education you give me. I'm like a sponge. I don't know it all. I know a little bit about everything, enough to get myself into trouble, evidently. I'm new to it and I'm trying to learn as I go. And people like you giving me information like that is very much appreciated, man. Much love to you. I I appreciate that, Papa Bear. I try to keep it clean on my panels. I know you've seen me on some where it wasn't clean, and I apologize for that. I try to keep it professional and clean on my panels. I want to interact with viewers. I want to answer whatever questions they have, and I like just getting some discussions going. I feel that when you've got crowd participation, that's the most fun. When you get the chat room into the conversation and letting them set the conversation is more fun than having you know a certain agenda of things you want to talk about. I've done three official ones so far. This is my third official one. I had one crazy late night one, but this is my third official one. And I mean, I've seen quite a few people in here. Um, we're down to 9 watching and 33 likes. We were actually at like 28 at one point. Now I don't know if that's everyone that was in here. Um, but let me see. Huh. So she's saying I don't sound like myself either. So let's see if this helps. How do I sound now, guys? Do I sound any better? Do I sound more like myself now? Thank you, West Haven. Boom. Boom. Okay, Cynthia from Purgatory Paranormal, she has this mic and she caught a little bit of my live stream on her drive home and she said I didn't sound like myself. She said that I needed to change a setting. So hopefully the setting that I changed, let's see. Let's see, where am I at? Yeah, according to what she said, it should sound like myself now. Head and bucket sound now? How's that sound now? Sound good now? No more head and bucket? Say something. I'm saying something. How's it sound? Does it sound better now? Or do I still sound like my head's in a bucket? I sound loud. Okay. Maybe I need to turn it down. How's that? Does that sound better or is that Reverb.
Okay.
How about now? Sound any better? Is that too loud or does that sound good? I'm learning. I'm trying to get it set right. Some people said it was too loud. Some people said it had reverb. Some people said it sounded like I had a head in a bucket. All right, this is Wolfman Jack here. Little loud. Well, geez, let's see. Yeah, my voice does resonate quite a bit, so it's kind of hard to say. Let's see on the back. Let's see what switch we have. Monitor on. Okay. Let's see if I move it away if it sounds better. Does that sound any better? Awesome. I tried moving it away from me a little bit, see if that makes a difference. Maybe I was just overpowering it. I do have a voice that kind of carries. That's beautiful. Perfect. All right, guys. See, we got it. I had to work a little bit, work the bugs out. And each time I'll move it around and we'll see where it sounds the best. I think once I put the sound deadening material down, that'll help. I think some of it's I've got a glass top desk, and I think that the voice is bouncing off it, creating a little bit of a reverb sound. Perfect. Thanks, Donald. Thanks, Papa Bear, also for Midwest. Turn that noise down. That sounds like me when I was a kid. Tommy, turn that noise down. Mom, it's rock and roll. Man, I didn't get nothing accomplished today. I was supposed to get a video out. And yeah, that didn't happen. So tomorrow I think I'm going to edit all day and wait and stalk the Amazon man because he's going to be bringing the rest of my studio. And actually, tomorrow night, do not forget, Midwest, you're still going live, correct? Tomorrow night is Midwest Flesh, the raw flesh. So if you're a fan of mine, check his out. His are awesome too. I really have a good time whenever I'm on his live panels. Yes, sir. There we go. We got it from the man's mouth. Tomorrow night, Midwest Flesh Urbex Raw Flesh. He's got a weekly stream on Thursday night at 8 p.m. You never know who's going to be on there. Last couple times, it's been pretty much quite a few. Much appreciated, brother from another mother. It's always a good time. We discuss, some of the explorations we've done. We discuss some that we've like to do. We won't be telling you where we're going next. You'll have to wait to see the videos. But yeah, it's always a good time over there. We have a really good time. Have a real good turnout. Just like turnout we're having here tonight. Tonight I've got a bigger turnout than what I expected. I mean, there's only 9 people in here, but at least they're 9 quality people. Well, sorry, 8 quality people. We lost one. It's bouncing up and down. But yeah, make sure to check out his live panel. And then when's Storm's next one? Is it it won't be this Saturday because I think we're going Saturday, right? We're still on for Saturday? I think so. Let's see if that's a yay or nay or what. I think Storms isn't this Saturday. I think it's next Saturday is Steel City Storms live stream, which I think his is Saturday at 8. And that's also a really good time. Oh, that's right. Would you forget about it already? I think his isn't it next Saturday? I don't think his is this Saturday. I think it's next Saturday that he does it. I want to say it's the second Saturday of the month. Yep, Hard Rock Cafe, 1985. All right, I'll have to get a hold of him tomorrow and touch base with him and find out. And if so, then we can blast out his on yours. Make sure everyone knows. Oh, you're with him? Cool. Get an answer right away. That's awesome. Yep. See, we're back to 9. Someone popping in and out, in and out. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming in here tonight and hanging with us. We've been going 2.5 hours and almost 3 hours now. And I love it, because I love when we get that kind of, communication rolling and the chat rooms rolling. Um, that's when it's the most fun, is when we can get that all going. It gets a little crazy, but you know what? I enjoy it. When we can get everyone, on a topic and everyone setting the pace for the topic, that's when I like it because the room's organically growing. It's not like, we're pushing to make people communicate. It's awesome when it just organically happens, and that's what I like. Some of the live streams, it gets a little crazy, because you got the people on panel talking, and then you got a separate chat going on, and they have nothing to do with each other. And to me, it's better when you've got the chat from the panel with the chat in the chat room, and it's meshing. That's what I like. When we can get that going on, that's really cool. And we had that for quite a while tonight. And I appreciate all the feedback on the microphone and that. I can't wait to see what it's going to look like with that 4K webcam because I'm using a 720 720 cam right now, the one that's built into my laptop. You would think for a $2,500 laptop that they would have a better webcam in it. It's kind of real grainy. I also got a green screen coming to where I can be anywhere I want to be. I thought about what I could do is put the green screen behind me and then have some of our explorers going behind me on the green screen. I think that would be kind of cool. We could have that going. That would be really cool. That way you can kind of see some of the videos behind me. What do you guys think? Think that'd be a good idea? I don't know if I can do it, but I'll figure a way out. Oh, I'm telling Storm, you said that. That's funny. No, he had the baby shower, so it would have to be a bridal shower this time. Could be a Tupperware party too. He gonna get mad. Y'all clowning on me? Okay, he said next Saturday. Did he say anything about this Saturday? I still haven't got a confirmation from him yet. Wow, this microphone's sensitive. I could hear my wife walking in the back door, and I've got the door closed to my office. Dang. Hopefully, when I pass gas, when the door is closed, you guys couldn't hear it. Yeah, if you guys are local and you like 80s style rock music, there's a band playing at the Hard Rock Cafe in Four Winds Casino in Michigan, right over the border. They are awesome. They've got an awesome stage show. They're entertaining and they actually sing well. They do all the hits from like around 1985. Their band name is 1985. It's a really good time. So if you get a chance, check them out. Bobby walked back. First thing he hears is pass gas. I said, this microphone's so sensitive that I could hear the wife walking in the back door from over the microphone because I got the headphones on, so it monitors the microphone. And I could hear her walking in on the floor. I could hear her footsteps on the floor. I said, oh, God, hopefully you guys didn't hear me pass gas when I got up and ran to the bathroom. This thing picks up really good. Yes, sir, we do. We appreciate that, Donald. We do this for our enjoyment, but we also do it for your guys' entertainment. We share what we enjoy by okay, can you bring me a battery and something to drink?
Can I pee first?
Okay, and they can hear you.
Okay.
Yes,
Can
you
I
guys.
pee first?
Yes, you could pee first. Nice. Could you guys hear her talking? Gamer veteran, what's up? Yeah, we enjoy getting that kind of feedback from, people that view our videos and that. You guys are the support system that help us get out there to do it. When I see people that are happy and funny one, Bobby. When I see people's feedback, it really hits there loud and clear. So you could hear Papa Bear. It hits us right there, because we realize that what we're doing is, I don't want to say affecting people, but it gives them something to view. For me, what I told Storm, and I'll say it here, what I told Storm when I first met him is someone turned me on to his videos and I started watching his videos and I got into Midwest Flesh videos and Social Rex videos and all their videos. But watching their videos gave me, a guy that's disabled and's been sitting on the couch on the computer, not doing much, it gave me a kick in the ass to get me up and get me out there on the streets exploring. So if what we're doing, even if it just inspires you to try to do something a little different, that means the world. And if you're something that you're enjoying watching, that means something too. For me, I appreciated him doing what he did because it inspired me to get up and actually get out there and explore. So to me, that's big. Okay. Well, I got it reserved for 6. If he lets me know, tomorrow sometime about it, I can see if my daughter and her husband want to go because they said something about it. But right now, I don't know what their situation if they'll be going. But I still reserve for 6. Okay. Did you bring battery? Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Yep. Thank you.
What side goes down?
That side goes down. Flat side goes down. Button side goes up.
Right.
I got to remember.
Is it just you?
No. Well, I'm the only one on camera, but everyone's on here.
Oh.
You want to say hi to everyone?
Hi, everyone.
There we we go. Wife said hi, everyone. Exactly, Papa Bear. It creates a community of friends. She said hi, Midwest. She's she just got home from doing some Christmas shopping. She had some Kohl's cash burning a hole in her purse, so she's like, I'm going out. I'm gonna run after work and I'm gonna go and do some shopping. I'm like, knock yourself out. Oh, yeah, I really appreciate everyone though. I really appreciate everyone coming in here and checking out the videos. Um, I if you haven't watched my playlist, I'd like to ask a favor if I could. If you haven't watched my playlist, um, can you watch it? And if, say, you get busy, just leave the playlist playing on one of your tabs. That way I can get some watch time going. If you wouldn't mind, I'd appreciate that. I normally don't ask anything, but even if you don't have time to watch it, if you just leave it going on a tab, it'll give me watch time because I'm trying like hell to hit my numbers before the January deadline, because I guess they're going to change it to where if you're not monetized by January, you're going to have to get 4,000 subscribers and 10,000 watch hours. So I'm trying to get there before then. So what's that, Midwest? We got to do what tomorrow? I missed something. I appreciate that, Donald. Yeah, yeah, you can set up a laptop, open up the tab, just um click on my playlist and it should play them all. Oh, you got to go do the Christmas shopping? Gotcha. Yeah, my wife's got almost all of it done. There's just a couple things that we still need to do. I still got to get hers, which I'm not sure what the heck I'm going to buy her. My wife's one of those oddities that she loves kitchen appliances and things like that. I mean, one year I got her a vacuum for her birthday and she was in love with it. You know, most guys get kicked to the couch if they do that. My wife loves it. She's an awesome woman. You know, I bought her a one of them big Keurigs that does the Frappuccino latte, special sauce, whatever. She loved it. You know, so she's easy to shop for. My mom, that was easy. My grandson, that's hard because it's like there's so many cool things to get for him. I'm not sure what to do. So as Midwest, Gage been running around acting like Iron Man with his light. I didn't get to see if he or what he did when he got it. Wow, that's weird. Having the headphone monitors really weird because you hear noises that you normally wouldn't hear. It picks up the smallest of noise. Like a crazy man. That's good. I'm glad it made him happy. That's awesome. Oh geez. Trying to decide if I think I'm gonna cut off in about 10 minutes, guys. That'll be about a 3-hour run. Oh, no kidding? Yeah, being a chef, that's my wife. I call her the mad scientist because she's into the keto and she will go in the kitchen and make keto stuff um just out of nowhere. She made a keto cheesecake and I guess it's like so low fat, everyone's loving it. She'll go in and she made keto brownies the one night. So I call her the mad scientist in the kitchen. Of course, sometimes she sets off the smoke detector and sends the dog running behind the chair. Shh, don't tell her I told you that. Yeah, that's true. That's true, Jim. You can never go wrong when you ask him for a list. See, my wife, bless her heart, she tries to get me like high tech gadgets, but I'm an a hole. I like to buy my own high tech gadgets because when I do, I normally buy the highest level of them. Where she'll go to Kohl's and they'll have something that's not as high tech as what I would like. And when she does that, I'm appreciative because she got it for me, but a lot of times I don't use it. So she got to the point she's like, "Give me your list of things that you want." So I gave her a list, and I had already bought all the toys that I wanted this month already. Um, so I gave her a list with like some thermal pants. They've got the military polythermals that go under my camo pants. Some new camo pants, some new steel liners for my boots, so that if I step on a nail, it won't go through my foot. New gloves, just different stuff for exploring. And she's been picking stuff up for me from that list. I'm a hard person to buy for because I don't like to have people buy for me. I'd rather buy for myself, because I'm picky about stuff like that. It's not that I don't like gifts. Money, that's always a good gift. Tattoos, that's a better gift. Stuff like that. Like her birthday, she wanted a tattoo, so we went to Midwest Flesh, and he gave her her first tattoo on her wrist that she wanted. And by the way, it's healing perfect, brother. She's happy as hell. She's ready for another one now. She got one, now she wants another. She said they're all going to be dog related, though. You're going to get dog tired of it. Where are we at now? Let's see what we got. Dang, 35 likes, 9 people still watching. We've been going for 2 hours and 54 minutes. Man, you guys are rock stars. Hungry now, Papa Bear. Yeah, her stuff. I don't. My wife works at a health food store, and she got big into that keto and dropped like 70 pounds. So now she's like gung ho and creating a keto cookbook. And she comes up with stuff. It smells delicious. I don't eat it, but it's for her. But it smells delicious. I'm not going to tell her. I'm picky, very picky. Huh. I'm surprised Suburban Sleuth didn't come in tonight. I figured he'd be on tonight too with us. Brandon was stuck at work, so he couldn't get in. Yeah, I got 5 more minutes. I'll shut it down at 3 hours, so we got about 5 more minutes before I shut it down. All right, Papa Bear, I appreciate you stopping in and thank you for the words of encouragement. I appreciate it. Don't let anyone tell you I don't. You have a good night and be safe yourself. Hey Jim, your page is just a standard YouTube page, not a creator page, right? Flavor Flav. I don't have my big clock to put on, dang it. I used to have a clock on a chain. I need to get one of those. All right, Jim. I appreciate you coming in, man. I really do. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you can do that, I'd appreciate it, Donald. You rock. More people to do that, the faster I can get the hours to where I need to be. I appreciate it so much, brother. People like you are exactly why we do what we do, you know. I appreciate it. So anyone that, can do that tonight, just open up the playlist on a tab and let it run. That gives me time like I need. So I got to get to 4,000 hours before January 1st. And I think the last time I looked, I was like at 310 or 304 or something. So I got to really get some viewing hours going. This one here, just these live feeds like this, they really do a lot. Yeah, Midwest, I was going to ask you, you got all your videos on a playlist yet? Because if you don't, get all your videos, go in and make sure they're all in a playlist. And I will set my computer up to play your playlist overnight. And I'll do that all week. I'll start where I left off and keep going all week to give you some viewing hours. Yeah, I forgot. You still haven't got your hours in. So there you go, everyone. If you could help out, Midwest needs help too. I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll make sure tomorrow night to mention that to the viewers on your live feed and get them doing yours too. Because that's a lot of people were telling me that's how they're doing it. I mean, I don't want to leave the computer running all night recording just an empty room, but some people do that. I don't like doing that because that to me is not earning it honestly. If people are watching your playlist and surfing the internet, at least they're doing something. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Well, we're at that time. It's been a great live feed. Had a great time. I only planned on going 2 hours, and of course, we're at the 3 hour mark in about 10 seconds. I want to thank everyone that's still here and hung with me the whole way through. Thank you. Without you, I wouldn't have anyone to do this for, and I appreciate it. I had a good time. We had a lot of good conversations, no drama, no trouble. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, doing stuff like this. And I want to thank everyone for that. So, for those of you that have hung with me, I appreciate that, Doug. It'll be on replay in a few minutes here. 346 views. Wow, already? That's sweet. That's killer. That's I think that's my best yet. But for all of you that haven't got to see it, that just got here, it will be on in a few minutes. It'll take probably about 10 minutes for it to post up. And then if you want to replay and watch it, that's cool too. I appreciate it. It was a really good live feed. We had a lot of stuff going. So I want to tell everyone thank you for staying here with us and thank you for contributing and being part of the chat. You guys rock. This is Joker. I'm out. Later.